while you were in opposition, you mentioned that there were key ways to actually bring a halt to galamsey, which is illegal mining activities. How then is the narrative changing now that you are in government? You have the seat of governance. It didn't take you years for you to actually nominate your CEOs and executive directors of the various state companies. It didn't take you years of training to have the ministers you have in their capacities now. You saw the great things in them and you saw how worthwhile they will be to your governance, to you governing this country in an excellent way. So when you gain power, it took you few days, few weeks to actually get the right people to be in these capacities. It means it's the same way when you were reasoning, when you were in opposition, the same way you knew the solutions and you were actually telling the SWAL government that it is time to implement them, not to sweet talk us. Because when you keep sweet talking us, then it makes you a hypocrite, a Pharisee. Because as far as I can see, you were talking solutions when you were in opposition. Why are you clueless now that you have the seat of governance? So all we're saying is that galamsey is an existential threat. To the extent that we've lost our water bodies and many of our lands, our forest reserves, are in a state we can't actually speak about. But now, in meeting the agencies and CSOs, finally the president tweets that I saw, because I didn't have the time to be present. He says he needs the support of Ghanaians to actually put galamsey to a halt. What other support do you need from us, His Excellency? When all the support we have, we've given you, and that is the power in our thumb to elect you, because you are sure that you are going to put galamsey to a halt. You are going to reset, realign, readjust, and make sure that the things that were not working will work for us. So if now the narratives are changing, the storyline is changing, we don't want to call you the names we called others some few months ago. Because in as much as you're young in office, you are not young in mind. You are not young in your thought processes. You actually saw what was wrong and you were planning ahead, and that is how come you campaign. You gave us your promises, and it's now time to remind you, we are not begging you. And I always say, no citizen is supposed to beg any government to get the things done rightly to better this nation. You promised. All we can do is to remind you respectfully that no matter how luxurious you are living, you don't know when a cabbage or lettuce or kotomre is neatly cleaned and brought onto the shelves in the mall. So you buy in a luxurious style, but it is from a village which has corrupted the material. You don't have instruments to check it at home. So don't be deceived, for God is not mocked. For one day, galamsey is no respecter of person. The effects of galamsey will be felt by everyone. But then what I say is that they are living luxuriously and their only escape plan is to escape this land. So we would have to hold them now because we've never had any means of preventing them from escaping from our land. They always fly out. So if you don't want to die alone and you want to die with them, which you don't want to die, then we have to fight now to make sure galamsey ends now.